You know him, you love him, you're gonna want more of him. Here he is now, it's Chattin' with Colin, yeah!
Did you notice anything different? Yeah, you did. Little piano, more harmony, a little yeah, and we slowed it. Here he is now. I hope you like it. It's the year anniversary of Chattin' with Colin. I said I wanted a band, like a full band and orchestra. Instead, I went a little cabaret New York style. So my former student, Lucas Dillon, did a little piano backing track, and I overlaid my vocals at the community house, and my producer, Matt Law, put it all together, and there we have it for season 2. So thanks for sticking with me for a whole year. I don't think we're going to split it out by season, but you stuck with me for a whole year. And happy Pride Month. It's June in Branford. That's why I'm wearing this shirt, which is the same shirt that I wore on the first Chattin' with Colin a year ago. However, that was an extra large, and this is a large, just so you know. I got it at Campus Customs if you want to get your own. What can I tell you? Remember, Branford always sort of celebrates Pride. We've done the flags on Main Street. We usually put them up after the festival because the sponsor banners were on those flags. But now we have some Pride flags up because the festival's at Hammer Field, and there's a big flag at the community house. And if you don't remember, about 10 years ago, it's the 10-year anniversary. I can't believe it, for the Pulse massacre in Orlando. So about a week after that, we lit up the 2 Branford buildings, the Blackstone Library. We lit up in rainbow. There it is. And it was such a great night. About 1,000 people came to the green, and there were political speakers and music makers, and it was great. Then we lit up the town hall, which is right there. Yep. And then I just did some crazy pictures. So I think there's one more picture of me like running and jumping. There I am. So I really just loved that Branford. I went to Jamie Cosgrove. I said, listen, I don't want to do a gay pride event. I just want to say Branford is standing with the 49 people that went out to dance in Orlando and they lost their lives. And we lit up those 2 buildings for a week. We did it again for the year anniversary, and we did it again for the 5-year anniversary. It is the 10-year anniversary. We're not lighting the 2 buildings this year, but we do have the flags up. I'm sporting this. You can get your Branford Pride stuff at Campus Customs. I know the Nest in Branford sells a bunch of Pride stuff, but happy Pride Month to everyone, not just in the LGBTQIA community, but to everyone in the world. Okay, up next, we have Into the Woods. Shoreline Theater Company, Branford Parks and Recreation Shoreline Theater Company is doing Into the Woods. That's Thursday, June 25th, Friday, June 26th, Saturday, June 27th, all at 7 o'clock at Walsh Intermediate School. You can go to shorelinetheatercompany.com to buy tickets and for more information. You can also call the community house at 203-488-8304, and they will help you with your tickets. That's going to be really fun, a Sondheim show. Then after that, actually, the Saturday, that June 27th, is the Branford Fireworks. Look at that poster. Amazing. So that's at Branford Point with entertainment provided by Groove Tube and the Town Rock Band and the Town Band. There'll be food trucks there. There will be lots of fireworks. I hear they're going a little bigger this year because it is the nation's 250th birthday. So happy birthday, America. Hopefully we'll see lots of people celebrating at Branford Point on June 27th. If there's bad weather, the rain date is June 28th, the next day. Then June 25th, opening night of Into the Woods. Everything happens around the same time. Our jazz starts. So every Thursday from June 25th through August 20th. The lineup is there. It can also be found at BranfordJazz.com. We have to thank Bob Alvine and everyone at Premier Kia Subaru and all of our sponsors. Every concert this year is going to be behind Town Hall. You all know there's construction on Main Street. So we did the TGIF May concert behind Town Hall. It was great. The kids were having a blast. They were well contained. It's like a little amphitheater. So it's all good in the hood. I'm hearing noises left and right. Is that my guest cell phone? Okay, we'll turn that off in a little bit. And when I intro her, I will yell at her a little bit more. I'm ADHD, LMNOP, ABC, that like all these bells and dings and whistles. This is how I get in trouble at Mohegan Sun. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I just hit things and there's bells and whistles, and then all of a sudden I'm down $1,000. So, okay, back to what I was saying. Come to Jazz. It's every Thursday behind Town Hall, the amphitheater. It's great. It sounds great. It's going to be intimate. The May concerts were great. A little chilly, but they're there. All the concerts are there. The Monday concerts, which I'll be talking to you in a second, are there too. And that's about it. Way Back Wednesdays, though, is not there. That's at Branford Point with DJ Dennis Nardella. Every Wednesday in July, weather permitting, from 6 to 8. It's a vintage and antique car show, along with Dennis Nardella playing your favorite tunes, and I'm sure you might be able to get an ice cream or a lemonade or something as well. Okay, speaking of America's 250th, on July 5th, we're doing America's Picnic, which is again behind Town Hall, and that's going to feature the Middletown Symphonic Band. That's a 60-person band. So on July 5th, come and bring some stuff to eat with your family, friends, and fans, or whoever, and sit down and let's celebrate America's 250th for 2 hours with the Middletown Symphonic Band. Again, I'm sure I'll have an ice cream truck or something else there for you guys. Now, Musical Mondays, every Monday in July and August. I know, guys, it's a lot. You want it. You want these events. You want to know what's going on early. I'm trying my best. Here is all of the schedule for July and August. You could find it at BranfordRecreation.org. If you have any questions, you can call 203-488-8304. You could also follow Branford Parks and Recreation and Senior Services on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm trying to think, what else? Oh, lastly, Legacy Theater. They're opening July 9th, The Wizard of Oz, which is one of my favorite shows, not just because my favorite color is rainbow, but because it's one of the movies and musicals that really got me into musical theater. So I haven't been here for a while. We have a lot of stuff going on in the summer. I'm sorry you had to deal with about 8 minutes of me chatting, but it is the year anniversary. I am a size smaller. Thank you. We have a new theme song. Exactly. And thank you for watching. But now we have to get to our guest. Please welcome the co-chair of the Branford Festival, Sheryl Morrell. Hello, Sheryl.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Was that your phone making all the noises?
Phone.
Well, you know what? We're going to keep it on because I love getting distracted in these emails because I get so many notes from people saying, you know, you looked a little distracted here and there, but I take pride in not editing.
All right.
So we're not going to edit an episode. You see what you get. So if anyone calls, if Carmel calls, if Josh Brooks calls, if Dale calls, I'm picking it up. And that's that. So Sheryl, tell me about the festival this year. I know last year we did it at Hammerfield, and this year it's going to be there again.
It is. It's bigger this year.
Yeah. What was some of the feedback that you got from last year, and how is it changing this year?
So some of the feedback we got was we had a lot of ruts from the rides coming in. So we're hoping that we'll eliminate that. We swapped things around a bit. So we'll eliminate a lot of the ruts for like wheelchair use, people just tripping over them. Another thing that we changed up was portalets. So we heard what you were saying, and we've staggered some of the portalets. We have
the beer tent, right?
We do have the wine this year.
Thank God. That was a note from
Carmel will be happy. I know.
Also, Carmel, she's a Chardonnay girl.
That's
it. Yeah.
So we are having the wine from Rose's Vineyards.
And is the beer tent in the same space?
So it is not. So the beer tent was on the basketball court, and it was just a little too far away from the food, from the music. So we did move them closer. So, you know, at least you can enjoy food, wine, beer right in the tent and still listen to the music and hear everything. So I think the layout is better this year. Tents are going up so people can drive by. They can start seeing things come together. They did arrive yesterday, so
You know what I'll do tomorrow with Matt? I'll go out into the field and do a little
yeah.
tour and post it on Facebook so people could see
The layout.
the layout, because it is a little different. The food trucks are where the rides were a little bit,
so
and
we
the
swap
rides.
things out. Yeah, yeah.
And I think, listen, we live and learn. Every year,
We
you're
do.
going to get better and better.
We
and
do.
We
And
definitely took everyone's feedback.
we did actually close in, so we made like a food court.
Oh, cool.
So we have the dining tent. It's going to be in the middle of the food. So we're hoping it'll be better so people can just like look around, because last year people didn't see certain tents or food trucks. Mm-hmm. So we're hoping everybody will see everything right in a circle. You can't miss it at this time.
Well, I don't want to jinx it, but the weather.
Yeah, don't say
the
it.
weather
I know,
is
don't
looking
say
pretty
it.
good.
I already saw it.
I mean, it was going back and forth
Oh
and
my
back and
God.
forth. And then this morning I was like, could this be true? Could this be true? Could we get a festival in where we actually make some money?
No, I said the same thing. I'm like, I'm not going to say it, but it does. It looks really good.
Yeah. Well, speaking of money, I do want to get it out there, because it's confusing, the festival. You know, a lot of people think it's a town run
Yes.
event. It's not. It's a town supported event. They support it very much, but it's its own 501c3,
Yep.
which it has its own board of directors. I'm the board president. Then it has its own committee, which you are the co-chair of, with Christina.
Yep.
And the committee sort of does the day-to-day operations and what vendors and food trucks and Father of the Year and the print, and they do that every year. And the board is like process, protocol, budget, things like that. But it takes a lot of volunteers to put this thing on.
It does.
And why are you so enthusiastic to do this? Because I know how much work it is for you guys.
It is a lot of work, but, you know, I'm a Branfordite, so I love the festival. But we do need some volunteers to keep it going, because we start work in September and we don't end until July.
Right.
So by the time everything closes, but I mean, it's just one of our things that we do in Branford. We don't have much that we do, in the Branford Festival is it. That's our homage to the town. This is the Branford Fest. Has been going on for 42 years.
Yeah, it's definitely a tradition that I remember from growing up. I was on the committee in high school, and I've been on the board for many years. I mean, I think it's great, but what our audience and what the Branford residents needs to know is the Branford Festival really only makes money off of the kids' rides, right?
Yes.
We get a percentage of that.
We get a percentage.
Fried dough, we make some money off of that.
Yep. And then all of our sponsors.
All of our sponsors.
Our sponsors is, you know, it's what keeps it going in residential fundraising.
Right. Right, but it costs a lot of money to do the festival. So for many
Hundreds.
years we were breaking even or just making a little, because it's so weather dependent, and everyone knows we don't have the best luck of weather. So if you are going to the festival this year, fried dough, kids rides, souvenirs. I hear you're doing parking.
We are doing parking.
What's the deal with that?
We're doing parking, $10 a car at the old Atlantic Wire on Meadow Street.
Yeah.
You can park there, stay for hours for $10.
And that money goes to the festival too?
All the proceeds go directly back to the fest.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, and you can park in the community parking lot. We have handicap parking. People were asking about that. So we have it at Sliney
School.
Yep, Sliney School, thank you. Sliney School behind. We have parking on the street.
Prospect.
Thank
so,
you, Prospect.
So between, I know. I'm a New Yorker, so I know my northeast. But every time I talk to Cheryl, she's like, I don't know this street name.
I know.
I don't. So I will tell you where the handicap parking is. If you go down Eads Street and you make a left, between Eads and Church, those are the handicap spots, and behind Sliney School, that staff parking lot, that's all handicapped.
Yes.
And there will also be handicap spots in the community house parking lot, which are only available Friday night and Saturday night.
Correct. But only in the approved handicap spots.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. And Saturday during the day is the Artisan Marketplace that the Chamber puts on. And the Entertainment Friday night, we know the big one is the Stevie Nicks Experience.
Rum Runners.
Rum Runners, too.
Yep.
Stevie Nicks isn't Friday?
Yes, but it's before Rum Runners.
They're the opening act. And then
Correct.
Stevie Nicks. Great.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, I know the big one is the ABBA, but what's before ABBA? You want me to look in here? Well, you just called me out, Cheryl. You had to say Run Runners. You couldn't just let me fly with Stevie Nicks. Okay, and Saturday it's Fire and
That's right,
Knives.
Fire Knives.
Yes.
I knew that. I
Is
did
that
know
Rob
that.
Glassman?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes,
They've played
yes.
on the green before. And then Dancing Dream, the tribute to
Yes,
ABBA,
yes.
which of course I know because I am a dancing queen. Okay, what can you tell me about this year's print?
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
It's gorgeous. First of all, I love the Thimble Islands. I love
by
a
Marcello,
drone
yes.
shot, Marcello LaGreca. He took so many great pictures
really
and
did.
videos. As we're talking about the shot, feel free, Victor, to throw up the shot in some of these
He's
festival
actually
videos
donating
and stuff. Look at it.
some.
That is
I know.
amazing.
I know.
It's
And I
so
did not
great.
know about the 360. Did you see that?
So I knew there's 365 Thimble Islands, but only 20 or 22 of them are inhabitable. But
Yeah, but I didn't even know there was that many.
well, I knew because of the whole Branford 375 in 2019. I had to do a lot of research. But this is also one of his first drone shots
Yes,
that he
he
did in
said,
2018.
Yes,
And
very nice.
he brought some other festival prints and things to the community house that will be at the souvenir tent. I think he's going to.
Yes, for sale, and a portion of the proceeds is going to come back to us.
That's awesome.
Which is very nice of him to do that.
Yeah, he's so talented, and again, his drone shots and his shots from the festival over the past 2 years have been great, and
Oh, yeah.
we used them on our website. And if speaking of donations and things or schedules, this I think will be coming in everyone's paper this Thursday.
Yep, this Thursday in
So
the Sound.
in the Sound, if you don't get one, you could come to the community house or one of the libraries, town hall.
Yep.
We'll probably have them at the festival too. But also everything is at BranfordFestival.com. You could even make a donation at BranfordFestival.com. It really does take all the residents and business support help to make this successful, to run successfully every year.
It does.
What else do you want to tell us about this year specifically? I know Sunday you have some new things.
I was just going to say we're doing the Artisan Marketplace this year, so we have
it's 2 days.
2 days. So the chamber is offering it Saturday in the parking lot, and then Sunday all the proceeds went back to the Branford Fest. So we have 20 vendors that will come back and display all of their arts and crafts, and we do have a couple businesses that are offering, things back to the town. So I thought it was perfect.
If you're
Some way
used to going to First Night in Branford, we have that wood carver
Yep.
that's been there the last 2
and
years.
he's going to be there 3 years. I mean,
3
3
days.
nights. Yep. So Friday night, there's times in the books on when he's going to be carving, so it doesn't interfere with the music.
Yeah.
So he's going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you can purchase whatever he is carving. He's going to bring some items, so that money goes back to us.
Yeah, and it's for Ferrucci Woodworks, and
Yes.
he's
at the
incredible.
top.
He's a young kid, and
Oh,
he's
I'm
really
excited about that.
He's really into giving back to the community, and he's great. And you have a car show?
We have a car show on Sunday. So Sunday, the car show, 9 a.m. Cars have to be in by 9 with the road race. We have raffle prizes, 50-50, and it's nice, especially with the weather. You can come and see some nice classic cars.
And what about
We have the
I
animal
heard
pet
Daniel
adoption.
Cosgrove, you're doing some pet adoptions.
We have pet adoption, pet donations. So if you guys feel free, bring whatever you want to donate to them. They're always looking for things. They'll bring bunnies and cats and some dogs. And then we also have Triple Dale Petting Zoo.
Oh yeah.
They're coming back.
They come to First Night too.
Yeah, so they're going to have the goats. So I'd love to come home with some goats.
I think
my neighbors probably wouldn't
yeah,
like
I
that.
don't know if Trista will like that or Jamie. Or I can list all of your
I
neighbors
know,
because I grew up on
probably.
that street.
Listen,
Because
I
I won't
want
name the
a
street, but
goat.
my first kiss, Bridget Smith. Hey, she lives there.
I would love a little goatee. But
Oh my gosh! So now, tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do? How long have you been in Branford? I want to know a little bit more about Cheryl. I know.
Oh, Sheryl. Sheryl was born and raised in Branford. Graduated in 1990, something like that. I work for the hospital for 28 years. I have 2 children, Mark and Andrew, 28 and 23. We run an ice cream business. If anybody's interested in an ice cream truck,
Sweet treats.
Sweet Treats, we will be at the fireworks down in Branford Point. I've always wanted to get involved with the festival. So I looked it up one day, and it was like 11 years later. 11? I think 11 years. I think
Wow.
it's been something 11 or 14 years.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's nice. I did it when I was in high school. We scooped Italian ice. That was our
Yeah.
thing for our
Yeah.
class, and I love it.
I have a question, and
Yeah.
most challenging and most rewarding part of being the festival co-chair.
Oh,
And you have to be honest. Most challenging and most rewarding.
challenging is trying not to be involved in everything and doing it,
Mm-hmm.
because I just want to make sure it gets done. And rewarding is, I would say, when it all comes together.
Yeah.
And I just see everybody, enjoying it.
Yeah.
I love the fest. There's nothing I
What
don't
did you
like.
think last year when you first stepped foot at Hammer Field and you saw the new layout and everything? Like, what was your initial reaction?
Honestly, I loved it. So I don't know, because I am with these cameras. So being in a wheelchair, being on the green, it was tough to go up and down, up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Being at Hammer Field, the layout was much easier for me. And I'm in a power chair, and I navigate it very easily, even with the ruts, but maybe I just avoided them. But I thought having everything right, level and everything around, you can see everything, you see what's going on. I'm not down, getting food and then like, oh my God, I have to run back up there. They're playing the song that I love and I have to run back up there. So me personally, I like it here. But I know there are people that want to go back to the green.
Listen, I'm a traditionalist too. I
Yeah.
loved it on the green. It just looks so great on the green.
It does.
But when you get to the nitty gritty of how is the festival going to remain sustainable, and then we tell you exactly how the festival makes its money, there's a lot of different places making money that weekend.
Right.
It's not just the festival. It's the festival. It's the Chamber of Commerce. It's our Shoreline Chamber. It's the Branford Road Race. It's all of the artisans. It's all of the food vendors. So, it's not just the festival that makes money.
Right.
I could arguably say we might make the least amount of money because it spends so much. You have to spend a lot of money to get this to go on, especially last year. We had to input the water and the electricity. And last year, just moving it to the Hammer Field was a $30,000 expense that the festival handled, but that was something that we didn't know we were going to. I mean, but we didn't want the festival to end, and we knew that there was going to be construction. Now, the construction didn't start on time. That's no one's fault, but now the construction is, and it's probably going to be at least for the next 2 years.
Right.
So I think our goal should be how to make this year even better than last year, and how to make next year even better than this year, and to see how we can become sustainable at Hammerfield. Because although the green is a great location and it's a lot of people like it, the majority of people saw that it was better at Hammerfield, especially police, fire, safety.
Right.
But we cannot keep growing. The green isn't getting bigger. It's actually getting more of a hindrance because it's not level, because the roots of the trees, there was more tripping hazards.
Well, we just wouldn't be able to have all of the rides, all of the tents, all of the trucks. We would cut way back. We wouldn't be able to do any of that. And that's all lost revenue.
Yeah. And so I think a couple of things with doing the artisan marketplace on Sunday, getting the parking, I think we're in a better place this year. I think the festival will be running better this year. Listen, is it going to be perfect? No. Nothing is ever perfect. Are people still going to have their complaints and what they want to say? Yes, and that's fine. Give it to us. That's how we learn. But I will have to say, from sitting in on many meetings with emergency management, the board, and the committee, I do see that this will most likely be staying at Hammerfield. I don't know. I'm not a psychic, but in order for this to keep going and make money and be sustainable, I do think it has to stay at Hammerfield. Unfortunately for the people that want it back at the green, but you never know what could happen. But I know.
But like smaller events, your jazz on the green, the first nights, that's
We're not always going to do those on the back of the green.
Right.
Those are all going to be moved back to the front. And actually, some of those concerts might end up staying back there because Musical Mondays isn't as big as jazz. You know, maybe we keep it there. People say they like change, and we know not a lot of people like change. My mother says the only thing constant in this world is change, so we must embrace it. I've seen it on a board level. I've seen it on the committee level. I've just seen it in my life too. But I think the changes that you on the committee, that you guys are making have been great, and we learned from last year. And the same thing with the board. We live and learn, and it was 40 years on the green, and we've only had one chance of it at Hammerfield. So I can guarantee that the people that go to the festival at Hammerfield this year will notice a difference, and hopefully that includes the weather too. Because yesterday, it was so funny. Last year, my former student Kylie sang the national anthem beautifully, and then the heavens opened, and it's like, oh my gosh, we couldn't even get the main entertainment in. It was like, of course. But well, this has been very interesting for me, even though I knew a lot of this stuff, but hopefully for you guys. But what else? What are your last words that you want to let people know about the festival and what to look at, or anything else? I want to give you the last word.
Oh my gosh, me with the last word. Just try and get down there as soon as possible. Get your parking, get your wristbands, get your rides, and just get ready. Get ready for that music.
Yes, and any last minute information or updates or things that you need, definitely check out the Facebook or the website.
Update it, yes.
The Facebook is probably the best. And I understand not everyone has Facebook, but everyone could go to facebook.com, search the Branford Festival, and you will get the information.
Yes.
Sheryl, thank you so much for all of the hard work you do and your committee do to make the festival a success every year. I know how much work it is because I was in it and on it in 2 years in high school. And I know that you are so passionate about it, and you're going to pretty much live at the festival all weekend, most likely in the souvenir tent. So if you see Sheryl, please say hello and thank her, because she's the glue behind a lot of this festival operation work. And speaking of operations, I also need to call out Ed Masada, who he had to take on the bulk of everything, because when you're moving a 40-year operation from one location to another that has absolutely no infrastructure, look at me, theater major, using all these words. I didn't know about irrigation, infrastructure, like all of this stuff. They had to dig it, but it had to be 12 inches below. I know nothing about it, but they made me the corporate board president. I don't know either. But did you like my theme song at the beginning? I was supposed to do this. And we have a live audience for season 2. Can you believe it? Oh my God. Sheryl, I love you so much. I'll see you at the festival. I'll see you at the festival and at the next Chattin' with Colin. For now, let's hear the theme song again.
You know him, you love him, you're gonna want more of him. Here he is now, it's Chattin' with Colin, yeah!